Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Nordic Market News. Today is Friday, June the 2nd. This program is brought to you on behalf of news agency Direkt in Stockholm on behalf of Infront. And the main focus of today's news will be on the Nordic countries of Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and Finland. But I'd like to start with the big news from yesterday. The United States and Donald Trump has withdrawn from the Paris Climate Accord. This has been a measure that's been widely criticized by world leaders and is already having some early effects on the markets around the world as well. So this will be interesting to see how this news then comes to the Nordic region over the next week. In looking at the stock market index for the Nordic countries for the week and at the start of today, the Sweden's OMX S30 is up 1% for the week and 0.7% today. Norwegian's OBX is down 0.8% since last week as it still tries to recover from the announcements of cuts at last week's OPEC meeting. It is, however, up slightly this morning by 0.1%. OMX Copenhagen 20 has the biggest gain for the week, increasing by 2.1% and up 1.0% in the morning hours. The OMX Helsinki 25 increased by 0.6% for the week and 0.5% in early trading this morning. Finally, the Nordic Index OMX N40 is up 1.3% this week and also up 0.8% for today. In Sweden, activist fund Cevian confirmed their ownership of just over 5% of Ericsson after Dagen Industries unconfirmed information about that a week ago. Ericsson stock soared as a result of the news. Electus lost 8% or approximately 2.5 billion Swedish crowns of market cap after Thursday's year-end report. Among the shortfalls versus expectations was order intake, which was 13% below the SME Direkt consensus. And analysts also mentioned surprisingly low delivered volumes given the medtech companies just having completed a transformational program and doubted Electus' ability to reach its margin target over the next fiscal year. Moving over to Norway, crude oil took another downturn on Wednesday, following woes that OPEC's production curbs won't compensate the global oil glut, and perhaps some last day of the month position closing, and Norway's many oil-related companies followed suit. This week's main losers were Seadrill, just as last week Petroleum Geo Services and Subsea 7. The 5 fish farm companies, Grieg Seafood, Bakkefrost, Marine Harvest, Salmar, and Leroy Seafood, topped the large cap OBX index. In Denmark, ISS, janitors and real estate servicemen, lost 3% in early Thursday trading following the loss of HP in the client roster. Nordea's new Danish head, former Handelsbanken CEO Frank Vange Jensen, was quoted in Danish media saying that he will try to turn around the momentum in the bank, which is number 2 in Denmark after Danske Bank, and the move from a number of scandals lately and stem customer losses. Over to Finland, finally, the market has yet to learn whether Nordea will move its headquarters to Helsinki, or possibly Copenhagen, or maybe not even at all. A board meeting was reported to take place on the matter, but so far nothing has been announced. The reason for the move, which the bank management has said is highly likely, is pending Swedish resolution fee meant to cover public costs in the event of a banking crisis. And those were the headlines for today's program. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back again next week with more Nordic Market News. Enjoy the weekend.